I am live. Woo! Welcome. Hello, everyone. This is Creatively Lisa, high-diving in from Long Beach, California. Woo! It's been a long time since I've lived. I think like November sometime. I'm back. My friend was just mentioning to me the other day, and she's like, hey, are you not, what's up with your content? You used to do lives all the time. And I realized she's right. I did. And I quit doing them back in November. And I decided it's time for a change. And so today's live is really just about, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. Last year, as a lot of you know, was a kick in the teeth for me. I lost my girl. I lost my dad. I had lots of other upheaval in my life, in my business, in my finances, everything. And it was just a rough year, but it's done. And this year, I've been doing a lot of growth and personal soul searching still. And what is important to me and what I want to move forward with. And so today's live is literally about just that and how it pertains and how to ask yourself questions about your own life and the direction that you're going in. Because what I discovered was if we don't move, nothing changes. And we get complacent. If we're not growing, we're dying. It's just one or the other. There's no both. And things are crazy in the world today. There's lots of stuff happening. And the one thing that's, to me, tried and true, and the one thing that holds still in my heart, and even though she's not physically with me, which is a big one, and I am so much of a control freak, and I miss that, and I can't do anything about it, is our babies, is our furry babies. And how they enrich our lives and help us live a better, more sweet, a sweeter life, a more enriching, a more bountiful, a more a more present life is our furries and how important they are to us in our lives. And I've been doing a lot of thinking in regards to what's important for me. And that one thing stands true. And so I was looking at different directions to go in my business and what I wanted to move forward with in April. And the one thing that holds solid is furries. And that is what is so important to me in living that clean life. Here's the thing. We won't move in our current life because we get stuck in patterns and in things, and we just don't go forward until we get a kick in the ass. And that kick in the ass can be a sickness in our pups. I know it's to be true because it was with me. And I hear it, and we think everything is all right. I was communicating with a friend of mine. I've been out of town for 2 weeks and communicating with a friend of mine about his roommate's dogs. Beautiful, large dogs, a pitty mix and a German Shepherd. And the German Shepherd is fearful of everything and very aggressive with other animals. And the female has extreme hip problems. They eat okay kibble, but that's it. And so he mentioned to him about his dogs. And the guy, the dogs are fine. They weren't. She was in pain. He was fearful. They didn't want to look at any other options, any other holistic way of living to actually help the animal. And here's the thing, people. I did it too. If we don't start making changes in our lives now with what we're doing and how we're living, in how we surround ourselves, what we surround ourselves with, and what we do on a day-to-day basis, it's not going to be pretty down the line, whether it's with our animals, and their health and disease, whether it's with our own with our own health and disease, whether it's with our finances because we're just staying in a stuck space and we don't think to change. What's your plan B? What is your plan B in your life, your own life, in your health, in your finances, and to me, what's most important, in our fur babies' lives and that connection and that bond that you have with them? What's your plan B? Do you have one? Or are you just hoping everything is going to be as it is and move forward? It's not. I know this to be true because my kid's gone. My kid's gone. Could I have done better? Fuck yeah. I could have absolutely done better. I could have been a better dog mama. I could have been more present. And here's the thing. I did the very best I could do at the moment that I knew to do it. At that moment. Now, I know way more. But I don't have her physically with me. I just have her spiritually with me. And I'm learning on how to grow with that and how to be able to work with other animals and be present in the moment. And so that's kind of what I'm going to focus on moving forward in our lives, in my business, in my lives, in my content, and all my stuff, is that sense of urgency that we all must have. If we don't have a sense of urgency to move forward in our health, in our well-being, in our finances, and in our business or our job, nothing's going to change. And we will be in that position of complacency and honestly misery. I'll say it because it was for me. Misery. Then we're just going to be there a year from now, 5 years from now. I want to change a lot in my life. And I'm sure you want to change a lot in your life. And it starts with your surroundings, what you surround yourself with, your home environment. It starts with, and then it's the everything in your home. So it's the people in your home. It's the products that you use on yourself, on your animals. It's the energy of the space. It's the food you eat. All of this plays a key role in our lives and in our pups' lives. I always ask, would you eat what you feed your pup? All of this plays into alignment. And when we can start really thinking about these things, it can change our lives. I've been doing a thing called the reset. And January, February, and March, I've done it for 3 months. The third month was kind of wonky because I was out of town and everything. So it did okay. And I could see that I moved forward, but I didn't do as good as it could. That's okay, because I'm going to do it again. And if you want to join me, comment reset, and I will explain it to you, tell you what it's all about, and get you set up with me, because I'm starting it again on April 8th. And I'm going to document it this time in more detail. That's health for myself. Guess what? It's also health for your pup as well. I gave Thule every day the same thing that I'm taking in the reset. And I saw huge differences in her well-being, in her eyesight, in her focus, in her energy, and so much more. It's fantastic. So if you want to join me, come on. We can do it together. Comment reset. 2, I'm focusing on how to literally what to look for in your home and how to start changing out your environment, your home products, one room at a time. Start in one room and slowly work through your entire house. I have an amazing line of products that I use, and I can see how it raises the frequency of my entire home, my entire space, and me, and the dogs that I watch and I care for. Or find something. There's a lot of things out there that can be okay. I picked something that's amazing. Learn more? Let me know about that all as well. You can comment clean down below for that, and I can focus on that. I have been focusing on really up-leveling my life so that I can up-level and help other people up-level their lives. In my training and what I've been focusing on lately, I've come to terms that I want to have a charity. I want a charity that can do two things. I want a charity that can help doggy parents, help pay for their vet bills when they can't do it, because our vets and our doctors charge a lot. And unless we have animal insurance, which I did, and it made a difference, it can be devastating. So my goal is to have a charity to help pet parents, doggy parents, pet parents, to help pay for those vet bills, and also teach them how to live more holistically with their animals so they don't have to go to the vets all the time. So that they make sure that they have insurance for their pets, so that they have all of this. That's something that is so deep and so deep in my heart that I'm focusing on. That's something, a goal that I'm really striving for now. Help them with their own health, with their own well-being, and help them help others. This is something that I'm focusing on full on. So everything that I'm doing moving forward is going to focus on all of this. I am so passionate about helping doggy parents, doggy mamas, live a better life with their fur babies, have time with their fur babies, come into their home and know that they're surrounded by nothing but amazingness, that they don't have to worry about what they're feeding their animals. They don't have to worry about, what they're cleaning with. Does the dog pick it up? Does it matter? How are they physically? How are they emotionally? How are they mentally? Building that connection and building that healthy, vibrant body of the animal, of the pups, and of the pup parents. Building that connection. You can only have a strong bond with your animal, and you can only have that deep connection when you yourself are a solid foundation. And you only build that solid foundation when you take care of you. Take care of you. And you're solid in your all three. It makes a difference. Your mind, your heart, your finances, all of it. When it's all solid and have that solid foundation, then you can step forward and you can give more to your pups, have more time, take them more places, not worry about anything financially. You've got it covered. Have that medical insurance for your pups as well as for yourself, and have that consistency, that balance in your life, and that solid ground floor that makes you just feel better, more confident, more strength, more peace in your heart. And that is what I'm focusing on. So April, we're getting it started. My goal is to start doing lives again pretty consistently. I'm going to focus this week on building a schedule, and then I will let you know what each one is going to be about. And I'm going to start off with once a week, and then we're going to build and see how I can do it and be able to build a solid live, something that's going to be beneficial for everyone. If there's anything you would like to learn more about, then post it in the comments, and we can incorporate this into the lives, into the content. If it's not going to happen now, when is it? I realized, and this is something that I'm going to share with you that still haunts me to this day. I spent too much time telling Thule, when Mama gets this done, we will go do X. And we did a lot. Hell, she traveled the world with me. But I spent so much time, and she would lay there and be like, oh, okay. When all she wanted to do was go outside and play. All she wanted to do was go for a hike. All she wanted to do was anything. And I was working and working and working and working. And honestly stressed. So my goal is to alleviate that, and to help you alleviate that, and to be able to have that time and do what you want when you want with your pup. Feeling amazing, feeling strong, feeling healthy, and having that energy and that vibration that will catapult you to the next phase of your life with your pup. When you wake up every day feeling that you got it figured out, that you know the direction that you're going in, that you see the end goal and you are avidly moving forward to it, it will pull you to your destiny and you will have fun and it will just line up. But it takes figuring it out here, starting it here, and taking those steps every day to move forward, little bit at a time, and giving yourself the grace and the love you need when we screw up. We have to do that, but we have to take the steps forward every single day. And it may take 5 months, it may take 5 years, but we still continue forward with that energy and with that peace of knowing we're moving in the right direction. And we can only do that from a solid foundation, And that's what we're going to focus on, that solid foundation in our homes, in our bodies, and in our lives, for ourselves and for our pups alike. It's time to figure out what we want and move forward towards it. What do you want? If you could wave a magic wand and anything was possible in your life, what would you want? Think about that. That's huge. Sit with it. And when it comes to you, because it's in there, write it down and focus on it. And guess what? It'll happen. And your pup will be by your side every minute of the day. And magic will happen. So, every day, every week, their content will switch up and new things are happening. So if there's anything specific you want to learn about, want to hear about, want to know about, let me know. We'll focus on it. I'll do a live on it. I'll do a video, whatever needs to be done. But it's going to be mixed up a little bit because that's the way it is. And I like to keep things interesting. And I think the more we grow and the more we evolve to becoming better beings, I'm finding so many things out in regards to health and what is not so good for us in our homes that we're using. I want to be sharing that too. Everything. When we can come from a much more solid, I think, solid, holistic foundation and take responsibility for our own lives and the lives of our fuzzies, we can manifest anything. Anything. And guess what happens when we are in this solid space? Our pups can feel it. And they will trust you more. The happier you are, the more solid you are, the more your pup will be drawn to you, the more stronger that relationship and that bond will be, and the more they will trust you every single time. All right? So stay tuned, stay posted. I will be popping on periodically. I'm going to put a schedule out for next month. I'm going to do it probably on a weekly basis. We're going to start with 1 live a week, and then I'm going to expand it little by little to see how many days I can do it. And I just want to give solid content, stuff that's, prevalent right now, and move forward from there. And also, if you'd like to know about what we're doing early on, I have an email list that I send people out information on. You can join my email list by clicking email in the commenting email below, and I'll reach out to you and I'll get your email and I'll put you on my email list so that you're able to get everything updated, any sales, everything on what's moving forward and where it's all going. Because life is changing. And if we don't take the steps necessary to step it up in our own lives, in our own health, in our own well-being, and what we're using in our homes, things aren't things are going to go in the wrong direction. We want them to go up. We have to live more holistically for that to happen. So with that said, thank you for popping on. Thank you for watching. I'm excited for April, and I'm excited for a year filled with awesome. Are you coming with me? I'd love for you to join me. Have a beautiful day. Remember to always stay present in the moment. And remember, magic happens when you take the first step. See you on the next video. Ciao for now.